As the afternoon whistle sounds in Iowa City, water rushes over the Burlington Street Dam.
On a day like this, I can just imagine, walking down, sitting by the river, watching people in the river, fishing, boating, whatever.
It's a vision city leaders have talked about in the past, but appear ready to move forward with, slowing down.
Live, on air, and online from your 24-hour.
I've been trying to think of ways.
Public corporations, individuals to turn miles into smiles. Approximately 70%.
And when you have a big family, like we have a big family of 5, that's a lot of airline tickets, and that's a huge amount of money. So it definitely will help.
For the great things that she does.
Now the first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Joe Winters. Now, KCRG TV9 Sports with Sports Director Scott Savo.
We've been talking about that since we had 3 wins in a row, so we've been looking forward to that since we first got here and ate there, and they told us about it.
With the home run, he just kind of missed down the middle, and with the wind, got it up there, and it went a long way.
Have you ever hit a home run that far?
Definitely not this season, not yet.
Just saw a good pitch to hit, and just.
I mean, we talk every once in a while. We don't get to talk too much just because, I mean, we're kind of on the same schedule. We go to the ballpark and sleep, and then we go to the ballpark again. So, I mean, but he's doing really good, and hopefully he gets the opportunity here pretty soon, and I wish him the best of luck. Most of the time when we talk, we try not to talk about baseball too much just because, I mean, baseball's our lives. And
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta start shooting. Thank you.
Will be arriving on scene at the airport. Girl. Dispatch at 10-4. 176, go ahead. Girl. 10-4. Big on story 451, they're on the airport.
We've been talking about that since we had 3 wins in a row, so we've been looking forward to that since we first.
I mean, we talk every once in a while. We don't get to talk too much just because, I mean, we're kind of on the same schedule. We go to the ballpark and.
You got 5 receivers coming in this fall. There's going to be some real competition there. You got 5 receivers coming in this fall. There's going to be some real competition there. You got 5 receivers coming in this fall. There's going to be some real competition there.
And I hope everybody will be patient there. Again, I think we're all confident we're going to be a better football team this year and starting on offense.
And there was no doubt in your mind you were going to stick with him despite the struggles last year.
Yeah, I mean, I never gave it a second thought, quite frankly, and that may come as bad news to people, I don't know. But it's just Greg's a great teacher. He's a great football coach, and I'm very confident he'll do a wonderful job moving forward.
My life. It wasn't the prison, it was my life.
Did you think about suicide?
I did.
She writes she considered cutting her wrists in the shower or swallowing bleach. She says she had panic attacks, began to lose her hair. And one day, a doctor called her to say he had more bad news. They had analyzed the blood sample from the day she arrived.
And the doctor told me that I had tested positive for HIV. I was stunned. I went back to my room with one of the prison officials telling me, well, you should have thought about it before you had sex with all those people.
So she made a list of the 7 sexual encounters of her life. And they leak it?
They leaked it to the media.
Afterwards, incredibly, they tell Knox it was all just a mistake. She wasn't HIV positive after all. She writes that in prison what will save her are small acts of humanity and visits from the family she loved, who mortgaged their homes so they could travel 6,000 miles to be near her.
I felt incredibly guilty for what they were having to sacrifice for me. And there was a certain point in my thinking in prison that if it didn't work out and I never was free again, I was trying to figure out how I could ask them to move on with their life without me, because I was tired of them having to sacrifice everything for me. Everything.
It is a riveting story, and as we said, there will be so much more tonight in our 1-hour special, Murder Mystery, Amanda Knox Speaks. Tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, ABC News exclusive. And coming up next here, a 50-year record shattered, the Beatles dethroned. A song, a sign, a new British invasion may be about to begin, and we have it in the Instant Index.
Next to me. Next to me.
it.
Boy spiders are looking for girl spiders.
Ew, are they really? Do they mate?
How do you think you get spiders?
Ew! Are you serious? That is disgusting.
Your mother ever taught you about the birds and bees?
I didn't know they did that. Oh! My call just got dropped.
You've been having trouble with that.
Hello? Kaylee? Yeah, my call got dropped. Okay. All is well in the world. Sure. Well, this project is delayed by 2 or 3 weeks now, and the explanation is pretty simple. All that wet, soggy weather we had earlier this month didn't allow contractors to come out and put down all of this pavement that makes up the outdoor facility. Huh? Is the nat mic open? No, it should be fine now. I think Dan just closed it. Better now? And it is very windy, also.
I think I just turned it on. Oh! Hey, this is Mark Carlson, battling the Great Rapids of Iowa City and just being immature.
I said that back then, hello, it's a very industrial area, but I think it was not quite this industrial about 300.
Diane Sawyer is talking to us about a buying spree. It's a story involving horses.
The city cam, is that in a headline that it comes in, or headline 3? And I'm talking over it? Okay. And you wanted Tama? Okay.
Criminals. Proceeds go to pay victims and fund police. Check out this Marshall's car auction in Ohio.
Some of the nation's biggest criminals have great taste, like the crook who owned this classic 1963 split-window Corvette valued at $75,000. Love this car. As for the taste of other alleged criminals, I'm not so sure. This is the Hulkmobile.
A drug dealer spent $175,000 turning the car into a monster. Power hood, power trunk, TVs everywhere.
You know, it's all about the money.
It's not just classic cars. We're talking yachts, a $2 million RV, extravagant jewelry, even a diamond-studded SpongeBob. Here's the secret hangar where the government stores confiscated airplanes.
Comfortably seat up to 8 people and have the TVs throughout, the small monitors, nice wet bar.
The rich and infamous. Pierre Thomas, ABC News, Fort Worth, Texas.
So glad you were watching. Be sure to join me for our 1-hour special at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. Murder Mystery Amanda Knox Speaks, an ABC News exclusive. And I'll see you again tomorrow night, right here. Good night.
More Americans choose ABC News to see the whole picture.
For over 4 years, Americans have wanted to hear from Amanda Knox. Now, tonight on ABC, the wait is over.
Did you kill Meredith Kercher?
Amanda Knox, an American daughter locked away in an Italian prison. Is she capable of a savage crime?
Are you aware of all the headlines? American temptress, heartless manipulator?
Or is she a victim of shocking injustice?
They were calling me a devil.
Now, with her freedom on the line, she speaks. Tonight at 10/9 Central, Diane Sawyer looking for answers. The ABC News Special.
It's a very industrial area, but I think it has nowhere to go but up. I think we can do something that's really exciting downstream.
Iowa City leaders want to turn the Iowa River into a hot spot for recreation.
But having the nice weather really means a lot during this time.
Recent rain slowed down some downtown construction. Now crews are working to stay on track for summer openings.
And today it looked and felt like summer. This is a look from our Tama City Cam through the day. Now, however, things are going to change. Rain and cooler conditions coming up in your first alert forecast.
Live in high definition from your 24-hour news source, you're watching KCRG TV9 News at 6 with Bruce Owney and Beth Malicki.
A lot of construction projects are going on in downtown Cedar Rapids.
Sunny skies and warm temperatures meant crews were in full force today, trying to make up for lost time after that wet early spring. Well, the U.S. Sailor Center, the public library, the amphitheater, and the Central Fire Station, plus a lot of parking areas and skywalks, all under construction. KCRG TV9's Nadia Crow joins us live from the amphitheater.
Nadia, I understand that project is now a little behind schedule.
Well, Bruce and Beth, about 2 or 3 weeks behind schedule, and the explanation is pretty simple. All that wet and soggy weather we had earlier this month, it didn't allow construction crews to come out and put all this concrete down, which makes up much of the outdoor facility.
As the cranes cranked up towards the skies, so did the prayers that clear skies would remain.
We're really hoping that this spring stays and lasts and there's no snow.
The Ladd Library on the city's west side opened in February, giving staff a trial run before the main branch's grand opening on August 24th.
It's moved a few times, and I think, it wasn't until after the first of the year that we really felt like we knew exactly when we would be able to get into the building and be ready for our opening date.
And before the downpours earlier this month, roofers closed up the downtown branch of the public library to spare workers from being at the mercy of Mother Nature's wrath. But not here at the amphitheater. That's a few weeks behind schedule.
It really delayed the contractor getting out here and doing some of the paving and some of the groundwork and stuff.
The most visible of the downtown projects, the Cedar Rapids Convention Complex, requires crews to work overtime to meet their June 1st deadline, and no one is allowed inside until then.
There's going to be an opportunity at the same time for the media and the general public to come in right at the very end of May. I will say that what's going on now, you wouldn't want to be in there because there is an army of people moving. There are 6 to 10 semi-trucks a day that load up in the back, 22,000 individual pieces of furniture, fixture, and equipment.
But with just a month to go, anything could cause a delay the renovation team can't afford.
There are always last-minute hiccups. I tell our staff, always remember that you're playing a giant game of whack-a-mole, and you just have to keep going.
Now, construction here at the amphitheater will be completed by about June, so the city is asking people to be patient. Even during the Freedom Festival, this area won't be completely done yet. The landscaping will still need to come out, and they'll still be working on some of the areas even during those July months. It should be open during Labor Day weekend. Live in Cedar Rapids, Nadia Crow, KCRG TV9 News.